and day 2. So back into the midway here with the Earth Roamer displays and all sorts of madness that they try to tempt you with as you walk through the gates here at Barrett Jackson. Absolute ton of people. This is Super Saturday. It is going to be the biggest day of the sale. From automobilia to everything you could possibly imagine, this is the place to be. And Jim Beam, drink it any damn way you please. So back into the sea of madness with C10 trucks selling for 6 figures, some supercars and crazy stuff in the salon area. This absolutely stellar Mercedes, of course, drew my attention. This is, in my opinion, the absolute star of the show. And I do think that in the end, it ended up selling for the highest number of any car at Barrett Jackson. John DiAgostino's custom here was another wonderful thing to see at the sale. That's Donald Trump's blue Lamborghini. See previous video for that madness. But wow, what a variety of interesting machines. And of course, the C10 truck parade was at highest level with builds like this one here. Just absolutely uber detailed, just downright crazy. Tons of muscle cars going to roll through today. It's going to be fun to see this stuff go across the block and hopefully bring absolute boatloads of money for all the sellers. Just a fun day. This was also a star of the show. This was a crazy Hummer that Richard Rawlings from Gas Monkey was kind of pimping. I think that thing ended up selling for something like $800,000. I think I've got some video of that in the end. Some more of this Barrett Jackson Cup, their truck division here. A bunch of these C10 trucks were all up against each other for an award. This Continental Mark II Custom was another totally insane build all over the place. If you're into the Restomod scene, this is the place to come to see all of the best of the best. Cool toy display here, vendors all over the place trying to sell souvenirs for your trip to Barrett Jackson. You can buy yourself a boat. You can buy yourself, here's a Bugatti, and I think this was the McGuire's booth. More gaudy statues and all sorts of craziness. I don't know how much this stuff they sell, but they must sell something if they keep coming back year after year. Definitely not my style. Although this stuff here was pretty cool. Big giant model kit Corvette. Okay, what the heck. Definitely some great art and other neat things. Fur coats for your wife, of course. You can grab that. I did not buy the Moose. More crazy stuff, safari adventures, jacuzzis, again, more sculpture madness. It's just endless. This guy cracked me up. In any case, these giant tents house all of the stuff, both the cars and all of the midway of things for sale. It is really an interesting place to be and walk around. You can see some more sold vehicles here. I thought this was a pretty damn good deal. 37 Ford Custom Pro Touring, really nicely done. 55 grand. You absolutely could not build that car for that kind of money. But it found a home, and hopefully the new owner is really thrilled to have it. I would certainly not turn this one away from sitting in the lab. Nice ride. A whole bunch of these last call Hellcats and modern Mopar muscle cars came up for grabs. These are basically brand new cars with no miles on them. It's kind of interesting to see the MSRP versus what they're bringing at auction. Somebody's making a little bit of money, but maybe not a whole heck of a lot by the time you pay the fees. This Chevy I thought was a deal with only 3,000 miles on it. It was absolutely spectacular. I thought this Buick LeSabre was also a fantastic deal. I love these cars. It was nice. 13 grand is nothing for a car of this size. You'd spend that much painting the thing these days. But man, look at that. Fins from front to back. Absolutely stellar. The only dune buggy that I saw there at Barrett Jackson was this little purple buggy out there, not a real Manx. It was certainly cute, and I think it was fairly well bought for 21 grand there. I did love this big Chrysler convertible. What an amazing car. Look at that dashboard and all that chrome. A really, really beautiful car. Again, cars from the 30s and 40s and stuff are starting to wane in popularity, and as a result, the values of them do seem to be dropping a little bit, and this car could have been bought for $28,000. What a freaking bargain. They've got their test rides and fun stuff out there where you can go for a ride in some of the modern performance cars that are out there, slide sideways around. It was definitely fun to watch. I decided to keep my lunch and not go for a ride myself, but I did enjoy watching these guys fling these cars around. Another really cool old Mercedes was out in one of the outsider tents. This is 50s era 170 Cabriolet B. Kind of an uncommon car to see, especially at Barrett Jackson. I thought it was a pretty neat car, and looking at the sales price, well, I think it did okay. $42,000, probably not bad. It's Cabriolet S. Yeah, I don't know. What the heck? What do you think? I think it's cool. I'd love to have it. All sorts of other wackiness, of course. Crazy hippie vans with the Keep On Truckin' Dude painted on the back. There's always some showmanship going on with some of the crazy vehicles that are out at Barrett Jackson. Not everything is restored to perfection or built to be an amazing show car. Some of these things, 13 grand for a fun van like that, hell, why not? The food stalls, of course, were full swing. Lots of yummy stuff there. This wild Porsche was in the lineup here, getting ready to go across the block. A lot of us were standing around hoping to hear it start, and I think I have a video of that happening here in just a second, and it was not quite the beautiful music that I hoped it to be, but man, what a wild build. Wild build. Not my style, but I applaud it. Pretty cool. Here we go. Crank it up. Ugh. Sounds like it's hitting on about 6. Maybe it just needs to be warmed up a bit. Back to the block. More madness with these crazy trucks. Stuff selling for, look at this, $255,000 for this K5 Blazer. $265,000. I got caught in the crossfire on this one. Watch this action. Man, these guys are loud. Super fun, though. $285,000. $290,000. $295,000. Man, crowd was going wild. Incredible. These boys were happy to be the buyers of that truck. This was another one that blew my mind. A Chevy Nova, early Nova here, going for close to $300,000. God bless America, baby. This is Barrett Jackson. Man. Totally nuts. Gorgeous, though. Man. $300,000. Just insane. Here you go. Here's a square body Chevy truck. It was interesting to see the actions on this. Sold $170,000. Happy buy there. Another Nova. Let's go with a black one this time. See if it reaches what the white one did. No, but still, $200,000 for a Nova. Whoa, $400,000 for a Boss 429 Mustang. My God. And it keeps on going. Wow, 420. How does that number ring for you? Something's going on there. Top seller. Another crazy muscle car sale. $440,000. Keeps on climbing. Wow. Plum crazy indeed. Now it's wild to see this kind of number, knowing that I had a 71 Hemi car in my own yard here for a while. Certainly didn't bring this kind of money. Keeps on climbing. Here we go. Is it going to reach 500 grand? $500,000 for a Barracuda? Are we there?
Confirm matching numbers example as inspected and appraised by Galen Govier. Here's the real deal Cuda. 500,000 is bid.
There we go. $500,000 for a purple Hemi Cuda. Oh, look at that. Now 510. 520. Incredible. That's a heck of a lot of money. More madness here. Camaro ZL1 1969. This is an absolutely stellar car, but still plain Jane silver dog dish hubcaps. This is not some flashy resto mod. This is a pretty dull looking Camaro to me. Obviously the options are what bring it up to this kind of level. You've got bidding up to 450 grand. Wow. I think I'd rather buy a house. Here you go, Eleanor Mustang wide body. Now these cars are crazy because these are all just custom builds. There's no real movie provenance there. This isn't a real Shelby. This isn't anything other than a fun fantasy car. But a lot of people love that body style, love that look, and the bids are rolling in. My gosh. 400,000.
6-speed automatic transmission, the official gone in 60 seconds. Genuine Mustang.
Genuine replica. Anyway, absolutely gorgeous. $400,000 total show car. 410. 420. Come on, come on, come on. It's so fun to watch the auctioneers do their thing. $400,000. Here's John D'Agostino's car that he calls Rita. Absolutely stellar build, done in very traditional style. Top level stuff. Interesting to see a car like this actually roll through Barrett Jackson. I wasn't sure if it was something that was actually going to sell, but in the end here it looks like it did indeed find a new home. I also understand that John spent some of his winnings on buying another car while he was there, which would be very tempting with that kind of money to burn a hole in your pocket. Let's watch this thing climb and see where it goes. Now, looking at where the bid of this goes versus that Eleanor Mustang, this car is pure art. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous machine. I would take this hands down over that Mustang any freaking day, and it's selling for just a tiny percentage of what that one went for. But it's fun. The flow of bids kind of rise and fall. First there's a bunch of action, then things mellow out, and then right at the tail end, stuff tends to go up and climb much higher. $155,000. I think that was a deal. Now this is a 1940 LaSalle convertible coupe. Now this is something that I've got some interest in because my father had a 40 LaSalle Model 52 convertible. This car was definitely restored to a super high level. Wild to see the value up where it is right there. $92,000 is an awful lot for that car, in my opinion. But this thing is beautifully, beautifully done.
Be an honor. We can't imagine the quality of these cars coming up, but this car came from the Don Williams collection. It's way under the money. We should be looking at twice what we're doing right now.
No, I disagree with that. You know, looking at twice of what that current bid was, would put that car at near $200,000, and I've never seen a LaSalle get anywhere close to that. And sold at $92,000. Here's another 40s Cadillac here. Series town car sold for $147,000.
Town car. It is a special 12-cylinder Packard on a custom 145-inch chassis. Here's another piece from the Don Williams collection. Here's Billy Payton.
Now that is another spectacular car. A couple of great Packards. That town car was a part of the Atwater Kent family cars there back in Philadelphia. Very well-known Packard, amazing heritage and extremely rare. There's only one of those, and it'll be interesting to see what this thing goes for.
An absolutely beautiful Packard. Here's one from the Black Hawk Collection Auto Museum. Here is lot 1339. Billy, help yourself. What a beautiful example of that transformable town car. Yes, sir. 100,000 That's you right? And 100,000 out of 95. You all threw another last amount of power. And 100,000 out of 95. We have 105 taking the back down. 105.
Wow.
And 100,000 out there. 5 and a half. So 100,000.
$100,000 took one of the rarest Packards on earth away, compared to $400,000, $500,000 for some of these Restomod things. I'm sorry, I just don't get it.
Very few, not the Sporty Coupe Roadster coach workers you can see on this car, making this the rarest of all the 10 Series Packards from the Don Williams collection. If you've ever been to Black Hawk collection in Danville, California.
Another gorgeous Packard, 33 Standard 8 Coupe Roadster. I've got a 32 Light 8 Coupe Roadster, very similar to this, that needs restoration. What's it going to go for? This car's actually getting a fair bit of attention here. It's going up to about where I thought it was going to go. I would have guessed this at around 175, looking at the quality of the restoration, the rarity of the model. It is a Standard 8, not a Super 8. And we're getting up over $200,000. Now, maybe it has something to do with the color. You know, definitely a bright and flashy and beautiful car.
National First Award, 100-point senior award. In the first year of examples with down-off carburetors, full single transmission, only 3,912 miles. The full restoration from the Don Williams collection. You're buying history.
220, 230.
You're buying history. Unfortunately, I don't think the Barrett Jackson audience is really into buying history. They're buying into flash. They're buying into what is currently in fashion. And as I've seen again and again, the 30s and 40s era cars are starting to slip. But I will give them credit. They brought all the money, in my opinion, for this Packard Roadster. Wow. Well, maybe all hope is not lost. $275. Wow. All right. Well done. Well done. But then it gets followed up by this. Another friggin' Chevy Blazer selling for $300,000. Come on. Incredible. Custom Corvette. $435,000.
Edition, special ordered for Super Performance to be the first of 3 GT40s to have their chassis numbers linked to the original cars, celebrating Ford's racing success. Steve, we've often talked about Ford Le Mans in 1966, but here's the livery.
Now this is wild. It's not really a Le Mans 66 car. This is a Super Performance replica. Pass. More Blazer craziness.
Here is a vehicle that has been upgraded with the chassis. Both axles have been rebuilt. 456 gears.
Oh, I hope the axles have been rebuilt for $350,000. I just don't get it. I'm sorry, people. You may love these things. I might be totally out of my head here, but I think this is totally, utterly ridiculous and insane. $400,000 for a Chevy Blazer. Come on. Again and again, huge money for stupid cars. The crowd loved it though. Super fun. Love to see the enthusiasm and the action. People interested in these things. Seeing customs like this. $650,000. This gives some inspiration to a lot of builders out there to build some amazing stuff and actually get something out of it. So while it's not my thing, I definitely applaud the effort, and it's nice to see the payoffs happening the way they're happening. Wow. Huge money, huge money. Now this just got totally insane. Yeah, just make it $1 million and take it home. This is 67 Vet, people. Hello? Come on. Yeah, it's shiny underneath. I get it. But $985. $1 million Corvette. Okay, I am in the wrong room or in the wrong business. Crowd goes wild. Now here's that 540K Special Roadster. Again, this is a truly spectacular car. One-off coach work. Stunning body style here. This makes my Mercedes look like a dumpster in comparison.
It is a 540K with a Mayfair chassis on it. And
Mayfair
it is
body.
An absolute piece of art. This was his pride and joy. And this is the second to last car from Don's collection coming up. Disappearing top. It doesn't get any prettier.
All right, let's watch the bidding ramp up on this and see a truly rare and stunning car sell for, hopefully, really rare and stunning money. All right, would you rather have that Corvette for $1 million or this Benz? Bring on the Mercedes, boys. And climbing. Now this is going for some really solid money. I've seen cars similar to this sell at RM sales and stuff for actually a bit less than this. And here we are at $2 million. So this is really solid money for an extremely rare car. I think Barrett did fantastic with this. I think it was truly the star of the show in my eyes. And let's watch it finish off here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Craig has told you what a remarkable individual Mr. Williams was. Also, what a remarkable Mercedes-Benz is in front of you. A true one-off body by the Mayfair Carriage Company. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss the opportunity from the Don Williams collection.
I had to get down 2.2, 2,300,000, and I had to get out 1, 2, 3, and $2,300,000, and $2,300,000. Now I'm gonna get out what you want to pay to get all through, all done, and $2,300,000.
This is an opportunity right here for a special roadster.
$2,300,000. I'm gonna get out of videos, crown down to get all through, all done, and $2,300,000. And a hand, put your hands together.
So fantastic. What a car.
Roadster. It's going to be titled as a 1953 Chef Spec Con, executed by the famous car building Dave Kindig. This CF1
The Kindig vet rolling across the block here. This is a series of cars that he's going to be building apparently. That sold for strong money. Some details of the John D'Agostino car, that Mercedes, the Packard. Again, $100,000. What a deal. K5 Blazer, $400,000. Not a deal. So towards the end of the day, I did one last pass through the cars that were lined up for the auction there. Some stuff rolling in. I think I've had my fill. Again, a sea of endless customs, some of them so beautifully done and crafted. It's fun to see those prices come in for what they are. And $47,000 for a Toyota MR2? What? Check this out. Honda ATC? $11,000? Come on now. I think I'd rather go Cadillacing in this wood boat than to pay the kind of money for any of that sort of stuff. I think Barrett Jackson is totally nuts. It is always fun to see surprises around every corner. Big money for silly things. Sometimes decent deals for not so silly things. $20,000 for that amazing boat. Seems like a bargain compared to everything else going on there. But it is what it is. So here we go. My last little walkthrough of the vehicles that are rolling across the block here. Back into the sea of people. Saturday night at Barrett Jackson. Wow. It is elbows to elbows in this place. Truly an amazing show, and it is year after year. I highly recommend you go check it out at some point. So that's a little taste of Barrett Jackson, and man, what a taste it is. It's really, it's an amazing thing. The energy here is certainly a palpable thing. Lots of folks from all over the country having a damn good time and not holding back with spending their money on the cars that they love the most. And that is really what it's all about. Whether these are cars I'm into or not, if I see another C10 truck, I'll probably choke, but damn, every single one of them here seem to do incredible money, and to buyers that are super thrilled about it. And again, that's what the car passion is all about. So thank you so much for watching. Keep on digging them up and driving them. Bye-bye.